Today I am very excited to talk about cloth diapering and how I'm enjoying it here as a beginner. I actually have a 16-month-old, if you are new to my channel, and my sister actually has cloth diapered 4 of her kids, and she wanted to hand down her stash to me when I was pregnant with my baby Alice. At that point in time, I was like, absolutely not. Like, I don't want a cloth diaper. That sounds disgusting. Why would anyone want to do that? Who cares about the money? Like, I'm just gonna pay for disposables because it sounded easy. However, as you guys know, once you're a mom, I mean, you're peed on, you're pooped on. I mean, you're dealing with disgusting things all the time. So a couple months ago, I'd actually reached out to my sister and I was like, hey, if you're actually getting rid of your stash, I would love to try it out. I actually am interested in maybe seeing what cloth is all about, and you know, no harm, no foul if I don't like it. That's the beauty of cloth diapering, is that you don't have to do it full time. You can do it the way that works for your family. And so I'm here to tell you guys what I love about cloth diapering. I'm gonna show you my stash of what I use for my 16-month-old, and I'm gonna tell you just how it's easy for me and how I've made it really easy for me, so that way maybe you will want to jump in and try it. For most of Alice's life, I've actually been using the Millie Moon diapers. We love them. I usually get them from the Target diaper deal, so you know, when they have the spend whatever, you get this amount of gift card. So I do still use our Millie Moon diapers for nighttime, just because I've seen that there's a lot of trial and error, especially for an older baby that sleeps 12 hours a night, with making sure that you have enough absorbency overnight. And so I actually have a couple boxes of diapers, like disposable diapers still. And so I figured, you know what, I'm not even gonna mess with overnight. We're going to just use one disposable diaper at night, since I already have purchased these from a diaper deal. And so I actually have a closet full of, like, I think it might be like 2.5 cases or something like that of size 5 diapers that she's actually about to be in. We're still currently using a little bit of size 4s that we had from before I started cloth diapering. And so we pretty much use disposables just at night, or if I am traveling. So we still use disposables during travel. Just makes it so easy. You don't have to worry about cleaning up, you know, when you're out and about, when you're at a hotel, when you're at someone's house. If I am running errands and it's only a couple hours, I will just do cloth diaper. If it's something where we're gonna be gone for maybe like half a day because we have to drive really far, then I will also use disposable. But by using cloth diaper full-time during the day and then only one disposable at night, I am actually saving $2.50 a day. And I know some of you on one of my other videos, when I said that, you were like, oh, $2.50, like I will just use disposables, like it's not worth to clean poop for me. Number one, I hardly ever get dirty or messy or I'm touching poop or pee or anything in regards to cloth diapering. And that was something that I didn't realize. Like, I also thought like, ew, you have to touch poop like when you're cloth diapering. $2.50 added up for an entire year of disposable diapers is $900 and some dollars. If you're thinking about how you might not potty train until age 2, or some people do closer to 3, maybe even 4, that is thousands and thousands of dollars. And for us, we had to pay for IVF in order to have my daughter. And so we are going to have to do more IVF transfers in the future. So when I started cloth diapering, and I actually started, like, I enjoyed it, I was like, this is a no-brainer. Like, I'm going to cloth diaper. I want to cloth diaper our future babies because I am saving thousands of dollars and I actually enjoy the process. And so that's something that was shocking to me, is the fact that I actually like enjoy cloth diapering. I thought it was so weird when I heard people say that, where they were like, no, you're gonna love it. Like, people get addicted to it. Like, it's so fun. And I was like, that's disgusting. Like, why would you ever say that? And here I am. I love cloth diaper laundry. I love any day that I am doing the laundry, washing, knowing that I'm saving money, putting on cute prints for Alice, and I just love folding it. You know, I turn on a Netflix show. I was actually just folding diapers and I was watching Love is Blind UK, and it is just so relaxing and peaceful to me, and especially just knowing that I'm not wasting money. My sister had handed down her diaper stash and she used it for 4 kids, which is amazing. So you can really get your money's worth out of diapers if you take really good care of them, and also depending upon, I would say, like what brands you have. I actually reached out to multiple different brands. I will tell you exactly which diapers I purchased myself, because I tried out the stash that my sister handed down and I found that I liked certain diapers more than others. So I actually am using a stash of my own that I have put together after trial and error the last few months, and part of these have been gifted to me because of me reaching out to the companies that I wanted to, you know, try out their product, and then also some of these I have bought. So I will go over everything and tell you all the diapers that I have and what's working for my 16-month-old. I wouldn't say she's like an extreme heavy wetter. I would say she's just middle range, but I also have only ever had 1 kid, so I don't know. First off, I want to say that it can be very overwhelming. There are so many different kinds of diapers and there are so many different kinds of brands. From what I've seen, a lot of times it does depend on your baby and like just the size and how they are. I mean, it's the same as with disposable diapers. Like, not every disposable diaper works well for each baby. So they say not to just buy an entire stash of one type of product, to try out different things. And so my sister actually didn't have any fitted diapers or pocket diapers. She had a lot of like covers, pre-folds, all-in-ones, all-in-twos, and I actually don't really like those for this age, or at least for Alice. Maybe I would try them again with like a younger baby or a newborn. So I am actually using a lot of fitteds and pocket diapers now. Those have been my preference, but everyone has a different preference. You know, I don't care about stuffing the pockets or anything. And another reason why I wanted to like try these and I stuck with them is the fact that it's easy for my husband to put on. I want him to be able to put on a diaper. I can have all of these folded in the drawer. So you just open the drawer, you can take a diaper out and you can just put it on like a regular diaper. It's so easy. And so that is one of the reasons why I like that better than going the covers and pre-fold method. Those are cheaper, definitely. But since I do want to use this stash for more than 1 baby, and I was gifted a lot of these, I decided to go this route. So first I want to talk about Esembly diapers. So I actually have a couple more right now. They are just dirty, or Alice is actually wearing one right now. She's down for a nap. But I mean, they have the cutest prints and colors. I love them because it's very modern, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not someone that goes for a lot of prints. So in cloth diapers, I feel like there are tons of like different prints, and I do really like the more neutral, modern type colors and stuff. And so these are a couple of the ones that I have. Esembly had actually sent me 3 of the fitteds. So inside, this is like the waterproof cover that's on the outside, but inside is like the actual like diaper part. So Esembly sent me 3 of these, and then they sent me 2 covers. So this was actually one of the covers that they sent. So incredibly beautiful. And then they also sent me a little like wash bag with it and their washing powder, which I actually haven't tried yet, and I'll go over my washing routine in a second. I do have a washing routine that's working really well for me right now, so I didn't want to change anything. These are in size 2 that I have though. So they have a size 1 and a size 2, and I think Alice was just getting into size 2. Okay, size 2 it says is 18 to 35 pounds. So you would get size 1 if you have like a newer baby. A lot of people really like Esembly just because it is like so easy. Like, their system is so easy. They have the size 1s, they have the size 2s. You have your fitteds. You can actually change this fitted out and just let the cover dry as long as like a baby hasn't pooped or anything, like if they're just pee. So you can actually have multiple of these and then just a couple of the covers. I actually think I'm 1 cover short. I do really like having the covers per diaper if I can, just because it makes it easier. You can just have them all in the drawer and you don't really have to think about like drying or anything like that. Inside this diaper, I actually have an extra insert in here. Inside this diaper, there are like these sewn in inserts. That way, you know, you have some absorbency. Now, if I were to just use this diaper like this, it would probably work for like an hour and a half or so, but I don't want to just be like constantly changing and going through diapers. So I have added inserts to pretty much all of my diapers. I do have the Esembly inserts, so I'll show you. They actually have their own insert that you can buy. So this is like, I think they're called like overnighters or something like that. And so I had purchased 2 of those. So like I said, like Esembly had gifted me 3 diapers and 2 covers. And then I myself purchased 3 fitteds and I think 3 covers myself. There's 2 inserts, so I purchased those. And then I also purchased the little agitator balls that I have in my washing machine. So I am so thankful. Like, thank you Esembly for sending me some of these diapers. And then I went on to purchase like my own just because I have loved these so much. One thing I really love about the Esembly's is like they are so incredibly soft, and like the inside is always like a different print. So like for instance, this is like the green one that they sent me, and then it's like regular green inside. You can't like turn it around or anything, but I just think it looks really cute inside. And then like this blue one, it's like light blue inside. I just think these are like the cutest diapers ever. In this Esembly that you saw, I actually have an insert. This is from Green Mountain Diapers, and I'll show you. I have a couple other ones from that company. And so this is technically the organic unbleached large doubler. I think I have maybe like 14 of these because they work so well to just lay inside the diaper and just create more absorbency. So with having an extra insert in the diaper, I'm actually able to go 2 to 3-ish hours, just depending upon the day and how much she peed. Like if I try and go 3 hours, like obviously this entire thing is like soaked because the pee has just soaked through. Now this is what keeps it from getting on like their clothes, but it's nice to have kind of the same absorbency as like a disposable diaper. So I would be able to go out and run errands and not really have to worry that, okay, an hour has gone by, like I need to change her. Obviously if she had pooped, like I would change her, but it's just nice at this age to be able to like add the extra insert. If you're interested in getting the Esembly diapers, I actually have a 20% off code for you. So I will put it down below for you to check out. They are definitely a really great diaper to start out with if you are just so confused with all the different kinds of diapers and you kind of want them to tell you like how to cloth diaper. They even came with like a little magnet that tells you like your wash routine that you can do. So getting their little try it pack is just so good because it comes with a couple diapers, it comes with the washing powder you need, it comes with the directions. And so that would definitely be my recommendation if you just feel so overwhelmed with learning any of the other diaper types. Next up, I had reached out to a brand called Mama Koala. This is a brand that you can actually get on Amazon and they're very affordable. They sent me these 6 diapers. So I actually didn't purchase these diapers at all myself. I was gifted them, but I did purchase the inserts that I put in them. So they come with a microfiber insert, which I hear can be okay when you have younger babies, but when your baby starts getting older, then a lot of times they'll have compression leaks. And so you can't really use them like by themselves, and microfiber you don't want to put like right against baby's skin. So you would want to either wrap it in a different insert, like a pre-fold or something, or make sure that it's in the pocket. So these are pocket diapers. And so what that means is that obviously like this is just all the, it's called AWJ. It's like a athletic wicking jersey lining of some sort. So it kind of has like little, I don't know, holes in it. It makes it really easy to clean though. Pocket diaper means that the inserts are inside of them. So in here, instead of using the microfiber, I actually have an insert from Kinder, which I'll be talking about their diapers in a little bit. I really enjoy their inserts a lot. So I have insert from Kinder. I forget exactly what all these are made. I think a lot of them are cotton. I think one of the inserts I have is like a cotton hemp blend. I'm not as good with knowing that stuff. And then I actually have 2 doublers in this one, just because I think I ran out of the other ones that I have. Then in this one, I'll show you the difference. So I actually have the same Kinder Blue insert, but then these are also from the Green Mountain diapers. These are the medium inserts and these are cotton. And so as you can see, they're like really, really thin. So that's the problem, is like, you don't want to just stack like a bunch of thick inserts in the diaper, unless it's like for nighttime maybe, because like the diaper will get like really big. Also, the thicker the insert is, the longer it takes to like dry in the dryer. So sometimes it's really nice to have all these random like thin cotton inserts, because you can mix and match and stack whatever absorbency your baby needs. And then also it washes really well, because this isn't all just like one big insert together that's gonna take forever. You know, they can all be washed and dried, and it's very, very easy. And so how I stuff a diaper, like I love stuffing the diapers. So I will just take it, and then, you know, you have your diaper. These are the Mama Koalas, and you put your hand with the inserts in there, and then you like grab at the top and you pull your hand out like that. So that way it's all in here. And then I usually just kind of like fix it, make sure it's flat. Then for all my diapers, I always fold them into their little pocket so I can put it in the drawer. So this is the Mama Koala diaper, but with inserts that I just prefer. And I actually really like these diapers a lot. They seem to work really well for the skinnier babies, like skinnier legs. Like Alice isn't really a big chubby baby. I have found that these work really well for her, and I can get a really good fit with like the legs and everything. The same for the Esembly diapers. Like I didn't get to talk about the fit, but they're really easy to put on. I love the fit. I love like just how good the elastic is. There's a couple other diapers that I have where I feel like they're a little bit harder to get a good fit. The good thing about pockets is that, as you could see, it was just, you know, you put it on like a regular diaper and it's done. Whereas the fitteds, my husband doesn't love the fitteds as much, because for a toddler, you're kind of putting on two diapers essentially, because you put this one on and you snap it, and then you put the cover on and you snap it. So he isn't as big of a fan of the fitteds, but I really enjoy them. I feel like I get a really good amount of absorbency out of them, which is why I like them. They're also just like really cute prints. I didn't get to pick what they sent me, and I just love every one that they sent me. Now, a hack that people have told me about, and I actually do have some flour sack towels. You can get cheap flour sack towels at Walmart. I believe it's 10 for $10. And so I know that you're probably like, oh my gosh, like how do you figure out what inserts you want in your diaper? You can actually just do those flour sack towels, and then you just fold them to be kind of the length of an insert, and you could use those in your pockets. And that's a very cheap option if you are on a budget. So like the Mama Koala diapers are very good for budget friendly. You can get them on Amazon. They're very beautiful and everything. And you could even use like the inserts that come with them, those microfiber ones, and just wrap the microfiber like in a flour sack towel, and you would probably have a good amount of absorbency. Like for this age that Alice is in, I can't say, you know, if it's gonna be good for older, like 2.5. I'm just gonna have to work and see, you know, how much this absorbency works for the older that Alice gets. Another pocket diaper that I have are the Kinder diapers. So this is the brand that I was talking about that also has the inserts. These are really, really great. I actually heard about this brand on TikTok, and what's really great about this, well, I should say with like the Mama Koala, these diapers are actually able to be used like even when you have like a kind of newborn size. I'm not exactly sure what the poundage goes down to, but like all the buttons that they have make it go down to like a small size, and then you can unbutton it to make a big size. Whereas with like Esembly, they're fitted. You would buy like size 1, and then you would buy size 2, if that makes sense, the older that your baby gets. So some of these are like one size fits all. Kinder actually is one of those. This can go down, I think, to like 6 or 7 pounds. It can go all the way up to like 40 pounds or maybe even more. This was like the smallest and largest diaper that I've seen as an all-in-one, and it's because she actually has 4 sets of snaps So I have 1 set snapped for Alice, but it can go all the way down to the 4, whereas a lot of other diapers only have 3 sets of snaps, so they can't get as small or as large as the Kinder ones. These are pocket diapers again, so they have, you know, the inserts in them. And I would say that these are Alvin's preferred to put on. He always puts these ones on. I don't think he hardly ever puts any of the other ones on. These are his favorite. I actually have more of these. I purchased maybe like 5 or 6 by myself, and then Kinder sent me a $25 gift card so I could purchase more. So I had purchased inserts and diapers from them, and then when they sent me the gift card, I actually purchased, I'll show you, a cover and I think a couple more inserts from them. So a lot of these I have bought myself, and I love the colors that they have. They also have a lot of prints, but I picked their like basic colors. And if you get their basics on their website, they actually have where if you do like 10 basics, you get like 20% off your orders. I feel like they're priced really well, especially for just how long, like you could use this from birth until potty training. I also really enjoy their inserts. They do have that AWJ lining, which makes it super easy to clean. But their inserts are just so nice. So they have different colors. I showed you the blue ones. Their thickest one is the green. So I actually have the green, and then they have yellow, which is thinner. So it's like green is the thickest, blue is like second thickest, yellow is like third, well, I should say thinnest, third thinnest. And then they have a white, which is like their thinnest for like little babies. And then they even have washcloths that you can use as inserts for like newborn babies. But for Alice, I use a green and a yellow in the pocket diaper. And again, it's really easy. They actually have snaps, so you can snap these together, and you can even snap them into the actual diaper at the top. I don't do that because I don't have a problem with like them moving around or anything. Just so easy to put the inserts in, and then again, I just fold them down. I really like these ones a lot. I do think that I get a pretty good fit on these. I'm curious to see how the more that I cloth diaper, and even when I start from a very small baby, just will my taste change? Will I like different diapers better? Because, you know, it really does matter with like how they fit and the absorbency for different age groups. So those are Kinder, and they also have wet bags, they have diaper covers. So I'm gonna show you next the diaper covers. From that brand, Green Mountain Diaper, I actually purchased, these are what are called their workhorses. So this is like their version of the fitted diaper, so similar to Esembly. With fitted diapers like this, you obviously would need a cover. And so I actually have 2 different cover options. The workhorse inside here has a flap like this. So it's very similar to Esembly, but the thing is with this is a large, I think. Yeah, a large workhorse. So I believe that they have, I don't know if they have newborn, but they definitely have small, medium, large, and extra large. So the downside with this is that you would have to purchase different sizes depending upon how large your baby gets. On the website, they do have a way where like you could even try, you could do like small and then large, or like medium and then extra large. Depending upon just how big your baby is, you might be able to skip a size. The good thing about it is that it does fit really well. Are kind of purchasing a diaper like per size of your baby. Now I actually have both the snap option. So this one has like snaps on it. So you would just snap it on just like the Esembly's, or this one is unsnapped, and I got them so that way I could try it out. I've actually heard the unsnapped one, you can get a little bit better fit and a little bit more life out of it, just because you're not having to like snap it in like certain places. And so you would use something called a snappy, like over top. This like kind of is like teeth to go in. It probably won't work when I'm doing it right now, but it just like stays on there. It's actually amazing, but it like kind of claws into the fiber here. And so if I were to buy more of these for a smaller size, or I don't know if Alice would ever need a larger size, I would probably just get the ones that don't snap, so that way I get a longer fit out of them. I do add one of the inserts inside just so that way I can get, you know, more time out of the absorbency here. And then I did get the Kinder cover. So this is like the cover, just like you would see on the Esembly, but it prevents, you know, like the wetness from leaking out. And so you would, you know, put this diaper on, and then you would put the cover over top of it. Folded really well, but you know, there you have your diaper. Now, I actually really like this Kinder diaper here. It actually feels very large. I feel like I will be able to get a lot of use out of it because of how big it can go. I love that it has like extra wide, like the top here. And then it does have double gussets, which is very helpful if you have a baby that doesn't have solid ploppable poops, you know. You would probably definitely want something with gussets, and that is the downside, I would say, with pocket diapers, is that there isn't anything to really, like, you would have to make sure you have a good fit, because it's not like there's something that's going to totally prevent, you know, something coming out, whereas these, it's kind of like you have like extra, you know, keeping everything in. So that's the Kinder one. And then a very popular brand is Thirsties. And so this is the Thirsties cover. This is called, I think, the Thirsties Duo Wrap. I actually had a couple that my sister had handed down, and then I bought this one brand new to go along with some of these fitted workhorses, because I didn't want to have to like only have 1 or 2 covers. Now again, these are in sizes, so this is size 2, whereas the Kinder one is like a one size fits all. So when you're like putting together your stash, you're kind of thinking about how much money do you want to save in the long run? Do you want to try and get one size fits all stuff? Will they fit your baby one size fits all really well? You know, it's all hit or miss. The Thirsties one also has the double gussets, but I definitely think that this was more expensive than the Kinder one. So if I were to buy more, I actually probably would buy more of the Kinder ones rather than the Thirsties Duo. I also feel like it's hard to find the Thirsties Duo in nice plain prints, and I don't really like a ton of their prints. So yeah, but also as you can see, like this does have a lot of elastic here, but see how it's not very wide, whereas this is like super wide. And so that's what I really like about this one. Like it just feels like it can cover more. And sometimes with this elastic, it will kind of roll down into the diaper, and then I feel like the part that's getting wet will sometimes like touch her outfit and then make her outfit wet if I didn't put it on as like a really good fit. So yeah, the Thirsties Duo cover is not my absolute favorite. I actually prefer the Esembly diapers or the workhorses with the Kinder diapers. So now I actually did reach out to Thirsties because I wanted to try you know, a diaper from them, and they actually sent me their pocket diaper. So this is Thirsties, so the same brand as this is just like the waterproof cover. This is their pocket diaper, and so they actually sent me this, and it did come with inserts, but then I did add my own insert to it as well. So it came with these two, I believe they might be cotton, and you can like snap them or unsnap them. And then I added my own extra liner there, because obviously with Alice being older, like, you know, she's gonna need that little bit of extra absorbency. This is actually probably my least favorite diaper, and I feel really bad about that. But number one, it doesn't have that AWJ, like that wicking fabric. So this is just like cloth. And then I also do not like, they have openings on both, like both this top part and this bottom part. And I actually don't like that. On these other ones, like as you can see, the top is closed, so there's only an opening on the bottom. For the Kinder one, it's actually really nice because the opening is like very small, so you don't have to worry about like, I mean, I've never had a problem with inserts falling out, but even with the Mama Koala, this is much larger, and so you wouldn't want like your pee inserts touching like their pants or something like that. You definitely want to make sure that this is like covered with the closing. This one, there's no way to like fully close it, and I'm just not a fan of the way that like it opens up both sides. Now I will say a good part about this is that it does technically have the double gussets here. So it is very similar to one of these like diaper covers where it can keep stuff in. So that's really nice. But again, I'm not a huge fan of their prints. They don't really have a lot of printed options from what I've seen. And so it's not a bad diaper, it's just not my favorite of the ones that I have. But I am really thankful for them to send me this because diapers are, you know, they're not cheap. I mean, obviously, you're gonna save a lot of money in the long run. Like even buying a whole diaper stash, I believe like the girl that runs the Kinder, she said that you could like buy an entire stash for like your entire kid's life for like $500, which is really cheap if you think of the long run of paying for disposables. Those are all of the diapers that I have. I actually have 22 diapers total. Is actually a really, really good number for Alice and her age, because at her age, she's only maybe going through like 5 to 6 diapers a day. And so I usually do my washing on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And even if we have a day where like you just put on a diaper and then she pooped, so then you have to put on like a fresh diaper that wasn't even peed in. Even on those days, like I have enough diapers where I can start laundry like even in the afternoon if I would need to instead of the morning, because I still have a couple extra diapers left, if that makes sense. Because you can like really, really, really get it to the point where like you have just enough diapers to last exactly your wash routine, but you would want to make sure you have enough diapers in the couple hours that it takes to wash and dry your diapers before you have to use them again. 22 for her age right now is actually really good. I usually have plenty left when I'm doing my wash routine. And the reason that I do my wash routine Monday, Wednesday, Friday is because I use my 𝒐𝒏 diaper pail, which we've actually had like since Alice was born. We used it for disposables and it's really nice. I actually have the wet bags from Nora's Nursery. I got these on Amazon and they fit perfectly in the diaper pail. So I used to keep the diaper pail next to our changing table upstairs, which is the dresser, but I actually moved it into the bathroom. So I'll show you what my like current setup looks like. I've been doing this for, like I said, like maybe 2 months now. And so this is how I prefer the setup. Something else I wanted to say is that I am still using disposable wipes. I have actually tried cloth wipes a handful of times now, and I just don't want to do cloth wipes. I find it very easy to do disposable wipes, very like low maintenance, low mess. And so I am spending the money to do wipes, but I will show you what my setup looks like with like us sometimes using disposables, like with, you know, nighttime, and then using the wipes, but then also having cloth diapers. Here at the changing table, I have a couple disposables usually here in order to have them available for like if we're going somewhere or for nighttime, you know, we can just quick put them on. I also have our diaper rash cream, which is what I use for cloth diapering too. You have to make sure that you get a diapering cream that's gonna be okay for cloth diapers, because some of the creams will cause your diapers to not like absorb anymore. So this 𝑗𝒂𝒏𝒆 stick, actually one of my friends recommended to me, and it is so handy and it has been working really well. So we really like the 𝑗𝒂𝒏𝒆 stick. I also have these liners, which is what you can put inside the diaper to make it where you don't feel like you have to clean poop off of everything. So these are amazing. I highly recommend them if you are iffy or weird about poop. You just pull it off kind of like a piece of toilet paper and you just lay it right inside the diaper, and that will catch whatever poop is happening, but the pee will go like right through into the absorbency. And this is so helpful if your baby doesn't have like those ploppable poops. Alice most of the time like does have ploppable poops now, so I can go with outliners, but occasionally if I feel like if, you know, the poop is kind of like getting more like wet or peanut buttery, that is kind of a pain to have to spray off. I have a hose that my sister gave me that is just connected to the toilet, and so I will like spray it off if, you know, you just can't get all the poop off. But the liner is just so nice and helpful. You can just easily dump it into the trash can, or They say not to flush these, but I have heard that if you don't have a septic system, that it is okay. But obviously don't take my word for it. Each person does whatever they want, but you can like easily throw these in the trash can. I don't use them all day long. The liners I only use when I would like know that she's gonna be having a poop soon. So like she's a pretty one a day, on the same schedule type of person, which is nice. Now, if you have a baby that is like all over the place, then you would probably have to use the liners all the time. But they are pretty cheap. But again, you could, you know, figure that out for your own budget. But I definitely recommend in the beginning like doing them, because it is what really eased me into doing the cloth diapers, because I had the liners. So I felt like, cool, I'm not gonna have to touch anything. And then with my disposable wipes, I just felt like, wow, this is a really good process. So then I have my disposable wipes just in my same weighted down disposable wipe container. And then I just have a little trash can for any type of disposable diaper trash we have, or disposable wipe trash that we have. Now for the actual cloth diaper, like I will change her and I set the cloth diaper like on the dresser while I'm putting on the new cloth diaper. And then I will put her like down on the floor so she can like, you know, play on her nugget or whatever. And I take the cloth diaper into the bathroom. And then that's where I will actually pull out the inserts. You wanna pull the inserts out of the pocket diapers. And so if you're queasy about that, then like something like the fitteds would be better, because you don't have to undo anything. They'll come undone in the wash. But the pocket ones, you definitely need to take the inserts out in order for them to be fully washed when you're putting them in the washing machine. So I take the inserts out, I put them in the diaper pail, and you just close the diaper pail and you're done. Now, if I have like a poop or something, if I have the liner on, I have a trash can in there that I can just throw that in the trash can, and then I can take the inserts out and put it into the diaper pail. If I didn't have a liner on, and you know, if the poop just doesn't like plop right into the toilet, then I actually have a sprayer. I can turn the sprayer on and I fold the diaper actually inside out like this, but I'm not ever touching any poop. Like obviously the poop is like all here. So I turn it like this and I hold it like this, and then I spray like down this side, and then I turn it around and I spray down this side, and then I'll kind of like lift up a little bit and like spray underneath. And then what I do is I usually like drop it like this, and then I pull out the inserts. I always put the inserts, see if I can show you, like I pull the inserts out like this, and then I always go like this, and then I fold it like this, and then I put it in the diaper pail. And so there's like no touching poop at all, no touching pee either, like you're literally not touching anything. And I just find that it works so easy. Like, I mean, yes, I do wash my hands afterwards, but I don't feel like, there's times where you got poop on you even cleaning a disposable diaper, like let's be real. And so I don't find that this is any harder than changing a disposable diaper, and I just love the money savings. So that's my setup with like changing and where I have everything. And so my diaper pail actually does get full within that 2 to 3 day time span. So I would say it gets the most full, obviously going from Friday to Monday. So I do have a little wet bag that actually was sent to me by Mama Koala. I forgot to mention that. And so I do have that hung there. So that way on the weekends, if my pail is a little full because I had a little bit of extra diapers, then I have an extra little wet bag that I can put the diapers in. But I find that my routine works really well doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So let's talk about my washing routine. So for my washing routine, you know, let's say Monday morning, I will pull the pail out. So you can just pull the pail liner out, and then I have an extra one because it was a 2-pack, and then I put the new pail liner in, so that way if we have any dirty diapers, they can easily go in there. So then I carry it downstairs and I empty it into my washing machine. And so since I had already pulled out all of the inserts before I put them in the diaper pail, I don't have to touch any of these diapers. I can literally just dump it in my washing machine, and then I turn the bag inside out, again, without touching any of the inside or whatever, and I close the door. And then in my first, it's called a pre-wash. Some people don't use detergent in the pre-wash and they just do like a rinse and spin, but I have found that my diapers have gotten just so much fresh and cleaner by using a little bit of detergent. So I use the Tide like Free and Gentle. I use like maybe a tablespoon in the pre-wash. And instead of just doing a rinse and spin, I do what is called a quick wash, which is on my washing machine. And so I do like the 1 little tablespoon of the detergent. I also add some vinegar as my rinse aid, and that also helps with any type of like pee smell. I use vinegar as my like softener rinse aid all the time, like even for towels and sheets. It helps not leave any smells in there, like neutralizes it. And so I do that as my pre-wash on my quick wash cycle. I think it takes like 22 minutes. Then when that's done, I actually add my full amount of detergent, which I do line 1 for the amount of diapers that I have for my washes. And then I do like maybe a 1/4 to a 1/2 scoop, maybe it's like a 1/3 scoop of just OxiClean. I have found that this helps with like staining and everything. Now this is not a detergent, you still have to use detergent. OxiClean is just like more helpful for stains. And so I add that into the actual drum, and obviously the detergent in the detergent dispenser. And then I set it on a heavy duty wash, but I change it so it's not on the full hottest cycle. I do whatever the one right below that is, because I don't want to ruin all my elastics by having too hot water. So I go 1 step below, and then that is about a 2-hour cycle. And when that is all done, then I do a rinse and spin, which I actually hit for it to do 2 rinse and spins, just because I want to make sure that all of any detergent is washed out. That way you don't have to worry about like diaper rashes or detergent buildup. Now, this has been the best wash routine that has worked for me. Everyone has to figure out what wash routine is going to work for them, because it all depends on your water hardness level. And so I have actually like just medium hard water. Like it's not like super hard, but it's also not super soft. So I feel like I definitely don't have as many problems as other people. But if you have like really soft water, I know that like those extra rinses could add too much mineral buildup. So you really need to do your own research and figure out a wash routine for yourself. Once those rinse and spins are done, those 2 extra ones I think takes about like 30 minutes. Then I add everything to the dryer, and I just dry it on as low as possible until it's all dry. I do have a rack, and you can put your diapers out to hang on the rack, but even the Esembly says like it's totally fine putting them right into the dryer. And so that just works out well for me to just throw them in the dryer, and I don't have to think about them, and then they're dry, and then I usually sit and fold. So like I usually start this in the morning, and then they're usually dry during Alice's nap in the afternoon. She sleeps from like 12:30 to 2:30. So I'm usually folding diapers during her nap, and that's really nice because it's just quiet time. I'm getting all the diapers ready, I'm watching a Netflix show, and then I just put them up in her dresser, and they look really cute, and then we just start the process all over again. And I haven't really run into any big problems or anything. I've been loving cloth diapering, but again, I am only a beginner doing it for about 2 months. You know, there might be more problems in the future. I just wanted to share my experience and just how easy it is. I mean, it's just really easy. All the washing is like hands-off time. I mean, the washing machine is doing it. And for those of you like saying, well, you're probably paying more money in water. Actually, no, like I think our water bill only went up like $5 to $10 like since doing this. And so that's every 2 months. So like even a $10 increase for 2 months worth of cloth diaper laundry, like I will take it. Thank you again for all of the brands for sending me these diapers. Thank you to Esembly, Kinder, Mama Koala, and Thirsties. I really appreciate all of the diapers that you sent me, because that has really made this cloth diapering journey just possible and amazing. And don't forget to check out that discount code if you want to try Esembly diapers. I'll have it down below. I will see you guys in another video soon, and I hope that you maybe start cloth diapering too.